If a tree falls in the forest and nobody is around to hear it, does it make a sound? If somebody cuts down a tree but they don't talk about it, does the tree deserve a name? If the forest stays silent while all these trees getting cut down without names, then how deep do we bury these bodies? I wear clothes made out of bark and speak a language older than I'm allowed, but people just tell me that I'm grounded. This is just an error about how the deforestation of my family is just a cruel joke no one feels comfortable telling me anymore. Now that these bones of mine grow rings for every time a tree never got to assimilate into the forest. Never got to pass into the woods. Never got to erase itself into something more swallowable or useful. But if a tree falls in the forest and nobody knows it's a tree, we mourn for its loss. If we stop building houses out of wood, then how many bodies need to fall for us to have stable foundation? If we never discovered fire, we find value in trees anyways, but a faggot's still just a bundle of twigs. If a tree doesn't make a sound when it falls, then if you light a faggot on fire, then what noises do they deserve to make then? I wear clothes made out of leaves and speak with all these fallen trees, and if a tree is a body, and a body is shot or stabbed, or some manner of death is brought upon it, and the whole world doesn't rally behind its death like a war cry, or cover the tears of a mother who's only mothered to dead things now, did it really even die? If you only see the forest after a tree has fallen, then does a forest exist? Forests don't exist, and neither do trans bodies. Does that explain why a trans body jumping off a bridge doesn't make a sound when it lands either? If suicide is always accident and not systematic violence, does that explain why no one thinks they exist? If suicide by trans bodies are just myths and speak in silent lies, does that explain why Mother Earth still teaches us to grow out of the concrete, to pass a body that's actually a tree into being worthy of a name, even if it isn't the right name, even if it is a name you want to be called to in the dark of night? But transness is silenced, then when do transness gets to speak up? If transness is silenced, then when will you allow trans people to grow into the forest? If a tree falls in the forest and we've already dug up the funeral plot, then how deep does the body go?
Wow.